Today we will show you a twisted and dark fantasy film from 2015. It involves 3 stories that contain disturbing and dark moments of misery and horror. We see that the king and queen of Long Trellis want a child very much, but the queen can't get pregnant, so they go to a necromancer for help. They desire to obtain their child in a supernatural manner. The necromancer tells the queen to eat the heart of a sea dragon that a virgin has cooked. The necromancer also tells them that this process will cost a life. The king defeats a sea dragon but gets badly wounded and dies. Meanwhile, a virgin cooks the dragon's heart, and the queen eats it all. Surprisingly, both the queen and the virgin get pregnant. The queen gives birth to her son of Elias, who has white hair, just like a dragon. The virgin who cooked the heart gave birth to Jonah. Elias and Jonah are both identical and have a deep connection. The queen isn't happy with their friendship, so she decides to kill Jonah. But luckily, he escapes and leaves the kingdom. Jonah plunges a knife into the tree's root, and as long as that root spouts clean water, it means that he is all right. One day, Elias sees the water from that root turning red, so he leaves to help Jonah. When no one can find Elias, the queen becomes agitated. She calls the necromancer, who blames her, saying that both boys are deeply connected and that her wish to separate them will require a great sacrifice. Elias discovers that the injured Jonah has struck a cave. He was helping Jonah when they were attacked by a giant monster. The monster attacks Jonah but steps back when Elias comes between them. Elias brutally stabs the monster and returns Jonah to his home. Elias returns to the castle and becomes king of Long Trellis. In the cave, the monster's remains dissolve into a queen. The necromancer then transforms the queen into a giant monster, which is killed by her son. The next story is about the lascivious king who hears the beautiful singing one morning. He asks the singer, whose name is Dora, to spend the night with him, thinking that a beautiful young girl can have that kind of voice. He doesn't know that Dora is an older woman and has a sister, Emma. Dora puts a condition before him. She will spend the night if there is complete darkness. King breaks his promise and is scared to see Dora as an older woman in the morning. He throws her out of the window. Surprisingly, she survives and is treated by a witch who lives in the forest. Dora wakes up as a beautiful young girl. While hunting, the king sees Dora and falls in love with her. Emma, Dora's sister, is shocked to see her at the engagement party for her sister. Impatient, Dora tells her sister that she got her beauty after being flayed. Emma finds someone to cut her older skin, but is left disfigured and injured. The next story is about an absent-minded king of High Hills who is obsessed with his pet flea. When his pet dies, he has it skinned. When her daughter asks him to get her married, he announces that whoever guesses the skin of the beast by its smell will marry his daughter. Many men try, but unfortunately, Ogre recognizes the smell. Violet is forced to marry an ogre by the king. Violet is kept in a cave, where she is even raped. Ogre kills a group of acrobats who assist her. Violet kills the ogre with the knife she stole from the acrobats. Violet returns to her father and finds that he is extremely ill. She throws the head of the ogre at her father's feet, who asks her to forgive him. She forgives her father and agrees to take over his throne. Then we can see Elias, Dora, and her husband being invited to Violet's coronation. Violet's father walks her to the throne, but Dora's beauty is fading away. She flees from the castle, leaving the king to spend his life alone. And here the movie ends. That is all about the video. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up, subscribe to our channel, and hit the bell icon to stay up to date with such interesting movie recap videos.